Must-have cards? Let's talk about them. Salsa's a family, and in today's video, we're going to be going over 9 must-have players in Madden 23 Ultimate Team, but before we do so, on the screen right here is a $10 PlayStation gift card. The first person to enter it is getting 10 bucks for free. And real quick, if we touch 500 likes on this video, I'll give away a $10 Xbox card in my next upload tomorrow. Drop a like, be sure you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on, and let's get started. Now, like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 must-have cards in Madden 23, and when I say must-have players, what I mean is cards that aren't selling for a ton of coins but give you insane stats. So in the video, we're going to be focusing on players that are selling in like the 50 to 300,000 coin price range and have some of the best stats in their position. So ideally, you can get these cards without spending a ton of coins and have an awesome player on your team. So let's get started. Now, this video is going to be very, very important, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. And the first player we're going to be talking about is 88 Cordero Patterson. Now, this strong safety Cordero Patterson card, in my opinion, is basically as good as almost any other strong safety in the game. There's other safeties in Madden that sell for like 600 or 500k that, you know what, have a little bit better stats than this player, but this card is only selling for 150k, and the stats he gives you, they're insane. So my boy CDP is going to be sitting at 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 90 zone coverage is awesome. On a safety, you want good zone, you want good speed, you want good height. He gives you all those things. He can be a user, he can play in zone, he can play in man, he can play in run D. It doesn't really matter. This card right here, he can do it all, and in my opinion, he is a strong safety that should be found on almost every single team. As long as your team isn't really bad or really, really good, this card should be on your team because he is top end and not even selling for a lot of coins. Now, player number 2, this one is expensive. It's one of the more expensive players I'm going to be showing you, but it's at probably the most important position in Madden 23, and that is the quarterback spot. Now, there's a lot of good 90 to 91 overall QBs in this game. Michael Vick, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Drew Bledsoe, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, but out of these options right here, the one that I'm going to recommend is Ryan Fitzmagic. Now, simply put, this card is really, really good and not selling for a crazy amount of coins. He gets set feet lead, which is probably the most important quarterback ability in the game. He's got good speed, like underratedly, 83 speed isn't terrible. When you compare him to someone like Drew Bledsoe, that's a lot faster. Now, the throw power is a 92, and the rest of the throwing stats are better than most of the other quarterbacks you'll see. So in my opinion, I would put this Fitzmagic card as one of my must-haves. I know if you guys don't have the coins for this, there's not much you can do, but if you have the coins and you're looking for a new QB upgrade, this is the move, man. This Ryan Fitzmagic card, he's damn good. Now, I know that was an expensive must-have player, but this next card is someone that's a lot more affordable. He's not going to break the bank for you, and that's going to be 87 overall. I Chase Young, kids. Okay, let me relax. Chase Young right here, the 87 overall version of the campus hero Chase Young is really damn good. 84 speed, 86 acceleration, good block shed, good finesse move, good height. He's a really good player. And probably the best thing about this card is he is built in with the edge threat ability. Edge threat, if you did not know, is one of the best abilities in this game. If you have Chase Young coming off the edge with edge threat, he's going to be insane as a pass rusher. So get this card, activate his ability. He can play in run defense. For run defense, it's really important to have good block shed. 86 block shed, in my opinion, is pretty good. You might be worried, oh, the power move is really, really low. Don't worry about it. With edge threat on this card, he's just going to be so good as a pass rusher that the fact that the power move is low isn't even going to matter. He's going to get by tackles really quickly. He's got the speed to get to the quarterback. He can play good run defense. This has got to be a must-have for me. And fellas, as I'm going through this video, if you see a position that you need an upgrade at and you're like, oh, I really needed an upgrade at pass rusher, well then get the pass rusher I'm showing you. I'm not expecting you to go through here and get all 9 of these players, but if you're looking for an upgrade at one of the positions I show you a card at, then I would recommend you get that player, because more likely than not, it's going to be the best value card at that position. Now, next up, fellas, we got 86 overall Donald Parham right here, selling for 55,000 coins. This Donald Parham is still one of the best tight ends in Madden. It's kind of crazy. He came out so long ago, but the man is 6'8". That height isn't going to change. Whether or not we get new tight ends in the game, Donald Parham is still going to stay 6'8". The speed is getting a little bit slow, but honestly, if you're newer to Madden 23, maybe you got like a lower overall team and you just got started, this Donald Parham card is a must. Even if you have like an 85 overall team, I would say this is still going to be one of the best tight ends in the game. Unless you have Dave Casper for your team, I would say Donald Parham is the other tight end you should be using. So this man right here, he's ridiculous. Honestly, if you just throw the football anywhere in the vicinity of Donald Parham, put it in his stratosphere, he's going to come down with it. He's going to moss the defender. The defender is going to look silly. He's going to get teabagged, man. If Donald Parham's there, I'm just worried. Now, next up, we got another Gridiron Guardian 88 overall player who I feel like is kind of flying under the radar as well. This 88 Patrick Peterson card is no joke, man. He's got 89 speed and 86 acceleration. If you take a look at the cornerback market in Madden, a lot of them are sitting at like 88 speed. If we take a look at like L'Jarius Sneed, a lot of the other like 88 and 89 overall corners in this game, they got 88 speed. This Patrick Peterson has 89 speed, so a 1-up boost right there. He's got good height, he's got really good man. 90 man is awesome, 84 zone is serviceable, 82 play rec is serviceable as well, but ultimately I would say if you're looking for an upgrade at corner and you don't have like 600,000 coins to spend on like Charles Woodson, or maybe like the 500,000 coins to spend on Night Train Lane, this card is selling for a fraction of that price and gives you similar stats. Now, flying through this video, the next player that I want to talk about is this Javon Holland player. I know this card is expensive, and honestly, I would recommend this player, but at the same time, I would be cautious. Let's take a look at the stats first, and then I'll explain to you what I mean. So Javon Holland right here, 88 speed, 87 acceleration, and then the rest of the stats are insane. 87 man, 89 zone, 89 pursuit, 87 hit power. Like, honestly, just dominant across the board. But the one thing I will say I'm concerned about is the speed. 88 speed feels like it's about to get phased out of Madden 23. I feel like 88 speed might be a little bit slow, especially when you're investing like 250,000 coins into this player. If you're looking for a more budgety option at free safety, I would say someone like Trayvon Moehrig might give you similar play as Javon Holland, and he's not going to sell for the same amount of coins. But ultimately, I wanted to put this card in the video just because the stats across the board are insane. Like, as you guys can see, don't look at the speed in Excel, they're good but not great. Every single other stat on the player though is incredible. 87 pluses for every other key attribute, with most of them being at like 89. To get Madden 23 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now, next up, we got an underrated player at defensive tackle in this 87 overall Merlin Olsen card, bro. This card right here is kinda glitchy. So for a defensive tackle, the main thing we're looking at is we want good block shed, and this card right here, he ticks off the most important thing. 87 block shed is awesome. That's the most important thing for a DT. If you have a defensive tackle that's at like 82 block shed, 81 block shed, it's not going to cut it. The first thing they got to do is stop the run. But after he's already done that, the speed is at an 81. So compare that to other DTs in the game, that's better than almost all of them. 82 excel, awesome. 87 finesse move, awesome as well. This card can not only stop the run, he can also rush the passer. And when you compare him to some of those more expensive DTs in the game that are selling for like double or triple his price, the stats aren't going to be that different. Like, most DTs in Madden aren't touching more than 90 block shed, so he's going to get almost the same block shed as those other cards. I would almost guarantee you his speed is going to be better, and I would say that his pass rushing stats are probably just as good. So Merlin Olsen right here, an underrated player in this game, selling for 180k. I know that could be a lot of coins for some of you for a defensive tackle, but if you're looking for an upgrade there, this card just has awesome stats. Now, next up, let's take a look at the running back market in a similar way that we looked at the quarterback market. And as you guys can see, when we're taking a look at the best running backs in Madden right now, we got Christian McCaffrey, we got Saquon Barkley, and then we got those super top end guys, Eric Dickerson, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Marshawn Lynch. And taking a look at these players, I think we can kind of group together three different cards. I would say Marshawn Lynch, I would say LaDainian Tomlinson, and Eric Dickerson all have very similar stats. But the thing about these players is they don't have very similar prices. LaDainian Tomlinson and Eric Dickerson, they're selling for 650k. Marshawn Lynch right here is selling for about 350k. So in my opinion, the must-have player at running back is Marshawn Lynch. 90 speed is awesome. The trucking, change of direction, break tackle, it's all really good. The thing I will say is he's not a great pass catcher. If you want a good pass catcher in the game, maybe look for someone like Cordero Patterson, 88 overall. But if you're looking for an absolute big dog at running back, Marshawn Lynch, he could be your guy. So I won't lie, I originally put Michael Crabtree here, but when I was editing this video, I was like, you know what? I don't think he's a must-have. The wide receiver market right now in Madden 23 is a weird place to be. We got a few top-end really good receivers, and then there's everyone else. So in my opinion, it's almost not worth buying one of those wide receivers that isn't super top-end in the game. So for now, I wouldn't really be upgrading a wide receiver. It's a weird time to do so in the market. But yeah, if you guys want to check out a video I posted showing you how to get 88 overall Calvin Johnson for free, who is actually a very good wide receiver, instead of maybe this Michael Crabtree, click right here. It does require some coins to get started with, but ultimately you're getting Calvin for free. I think you'll enjoy that video, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.